So when you stretch properly, then you should expect to feel, you know, some discomfort, some pain, you know, but good pain. I think the way that you learn what that feels like is by doing it. But it's like a type of tension. It's like tension, and it kind of hurts, but it's like you just kind of know that it's not like you're ripping anything or anything like that. It's like a, a pain, but it's more of like a tension. And I think it's even similar. It's a similar kind of thing whenever you're running and pushing yourself, or you're lifting weights and pushing yourself. It's like you feel like a type of pain, but you know it's not bad. It's pretty uncomfortable, you know. And so that's when you know that you're actually doing you know, you're doing, you're stimulating your body to improve, um, you know, over time. And that's really the crazy thing. You know, think about this. Think about the fact that, for example, I stretch over a period of, it's probably been about a month and a half or so that I've been really stretching consistently, at least this latest bout. And over time, my body becomes more flexible, like naturally. So it goes from me just kind of like getting, you know, being flexible, like in the immediate moments following, but not really having lasting flexibility, to over time I become this flexible person. Um, but I kind of keep on having to subject myself to that same discomfort, and it's kind of weird, but it's like the body is amazing if you think about it. It's really amazing. It's amazing, like that you can kind of keep on subjecting your body to this certain kind of uncomfortable stimulus, and then over time it'll change, specifically because your body kind of has this ability to adapt, that you essentially activate by subjecting your body to certain stress. Now it's not stress that will, it's not so much stress that it'll you know, because that it'll cause like significant damage and dysfunction. It's just enough to, it's enough of uncomfortable stress to stimulate your body to actually come back better. And so think about that. It's like there's like this unseen like capacity that your body has that will only be unlocked whenever you actually subject it to certain kind of stressors, uncomfortable stimuli. Now this kind of like really kind of laughs in the face of the way that we kind of see stress in some ways in our society, which is like, you know, avoid it at all costs. It's like, no, there's a certain level of stress that actually improves you. And you know, this, I know the term that's given to this is hormesis. Hormesis, essentially micro stresses that cause the body to respond by arguably improving in ways. You know, of course, you know, like for example, like I said, the stretching, or like with lifting weights, if you lift a weight that's kind of like heavier than like what you're used to, then your body will actually, it'll stimulate your muscle to grow back stronger, so it's better able to handle that weight. And so you can get really strong, you know, by if you keep on subjecting yourself to more weight or more repetitions or both or whatever. And so, but again, you got to be willing to endure the stress. You got to be willing to endure it, you know. And it's just amazing to me. It's amazing to me, like if you really think about it, that your body has that ability, it has that capacity. But unfortunately, many of us will not experience, you know, that phenomenon, because we don't really stress our bodies. And a lot of the reason that we don't do that, sometimes we just don't know. But a lot of the reason that we don't do that is because we don't really like to feel uncomfortable. And, you know, and we dislike it so much that we avoid exercise and stuff, you know, not really leaning to or really considering the fact that it makes us better. It makes us better. It's just kind of one of those facts of living um, that is just unavoidable. It kind of just is what it is, that like certain kind of stresses actually make you better. You know, I even kind of think about, um, well, I just say this. Have you ever encountered like a situation, you know, we talk about health and fitness here, but you know, you encountered a situation that was very difficult for you in life, and then you you know, you wouldn't have chosen to go through it. You wouldn't have chosen to, but then once you went through it, you realized you were better because of it. You didn't even know that you could make it through something like that, but you did, and then you learned some good lessons, and you some kind of way emerged stronger. And that's the way exercise is. You know, exercise, and then there's so many other life parallels. But I'm saying that to say, don't avoid just the stress of that kind of comes with taking care of yourself. You know, whether it be lifting weights or stretching, or you know, getting in cardio that's challenging to your cardiovascular system. You know, fasting, as long as you don't have any sort of um, medical kind of thing that prevents you from doing that. You know, these things are uncomfortable, and we tend to avoid them because we don't want to give things up, or we don't want to endure stress. But like, that is kind of like your gateway to health. You know, like, essentially, or I say a gateway to health. Essentially, um, subjecting yourself to these micro stressors that your body will come back better from after you endure them. These things make us better. It's just an unavoidable fact of life. You know, we didn't make this stuff this way. You know, it's like on one hand it kind of seems like, man, like, why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be that? You know, it's like difficulties and stressors, you know, are required to kind of make us better. It's like, I mean, I don't know, that wasn't really up to us. We just here, you know. God, the creator, he's the one who decided it would be this way. But then look at it from this standpoint. Once you really realize that, you know, using these different kind of stressors to improve your body is a thing, then you've kind of almost like discovered like this powerful secret. You know what I mean? You discovered like this tool that opens the world up for you. It kind of opens up this health stuff for you a bit, you know. And and it's almost like it's a secret because of how convenience based our society is, because we've had so many voices in our ear, especially in the modern day world, that you know, cause us to kind of think that seeking convenience and comfort is really the way to go. So like, if you actually choose to endure micro stressors and stuff, like I say, lifting weights, stretching, you know, being disciplined in the way you eat, including fasting and including like getting in your vegetables and stuff like that, different kind of things that make you feel uncomfortable. It's like, it's almost like it's almost like you found a secret, or you know, because you're on this road that's relatively less traveled, because we've all been taught to kind of like go the easy route and kind of like go in the direction of our feelings and our cravings and stuff like that. So don't be scared. Don't be scared of the micro stressors. Don't be scared of them, because they make you better. You know, again, you and I, you know, we're just here. We didn't decide that this is the way it was going to be, but it is the way it is. It's one of those truths that I think are embedded in creation and the way things are.
As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/SeanB2B Fitness today.